Welcome back. Today we are going to do something about this project. This is my very teeny tiny bathroom. This is the entire bathroom. I'm in the hallway. And this is the project today. This is a 1980s cabinet. The plastic that was on this has chipped off. It is totally barren. It looks horrible. And my budget will not allow me to do anything fancy. So today we are going to contact paper this, remove this completely, and paint this. Stay tuned. You will not believe how this turns out. And I'll be letting everybody know what my next project is. First thing first, the door's got to go. This is the contact paper I've chosen. It's really pretty. And I'll show you how we're going to do the side because it is much bigger than the contact paper. So, step one, remove the door. Next, I'm going to be removing this. I don't even want the fake drawer on. And there are 2 screws in here. Starting to think they're flats and not Phillips. Oh goodness. Oh, they used a lot of glue on it. Oh my goodness, how am I going to get it off? Not all projects go easy and well. Huh. Oh! Tack nails. They had tack nails up. Okay. That's off. It looks like I'm going to have some cleaning up to do. I got to get some pliers and take care of that and get some rubbing alcohol and scrub this. So the surface is prepped. I've got it off. I had to put wood filler in. Now we're going to look at what we are going to be using to cover it. Okay, so I made a template of the side. This is out of what they call craft paper. You can get it in most shipping sections of like Walmart and all those kind of stores. So I cut the 2 pieces that's going to go on the top. And this is the bottom. I marked them, bottom wall side. So that the pattern will somewhat line up. That's the key. We want the pattern to line up and look good when we get it in place. So I think we're ready to put it on. This is going to be hard to see because my bathroom is so tiny that it is almost impossible to work in here. So we're going to attempt to show you. You will need a spatula with a rounded edge. I prefer metal. They work real well. Pair of scissors and a razor or an X-Acto. Okay, so I showed you that these are marked bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to put the top one on first. I wanted it to overlap here and wrap around. That way when I put the front panel on, it'll cover it and nobody will really notice. So the hard part, getting it started. Okay, so we're going to peel. Easier said than done. This is wall, top. Yes, okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pull it so that the top part here, and this has already been cleaned and wiped down with rubbing alcohol. So everything, there's no oils or anything to mess up the stickiness. goodness, it's being a pain. I'm going to start it on the wall side. But I want to tear it. Tear it this way. Because I want a little bit on the bottom. Because I'm going to overlap it. But I want to put the top one in place because the way the bathroom is sets, I want this overlapped so no moisture can get under the bottom one. Oh, that's right. I tore that one on accident. But that's all right. I'm still using it because this is going to be a temporary fix. Later, I'm either going to replace the cabinet or I'm going to have my husband put that really thin plywood on. But his time schedule is just crazy. He has no time to cut wood for me. So, all right. So what I've done is I've opened up this side. This is the side that will go against the wall. And now I'm going to position it in place and then get that one adhered. Just that section. That's all I'm doing. Just that section. All right. And then I'm going to move the bubbles towards the part that I'm going to be removing the backing from. And then you'll carefully pull some backing. And you're going to push towards the backing. One section at a time. Down to the side here. Get rid of the crease. Okay. I just keep going a little at a time. It doesn't matter that I'm having a little bit of an overflow up here, because I'm going to be fixing a lot of the issues on this in a second. So now I'm going to pull off anything that didn't cling nice and work it. Spatula will help get wrinkles out. And of course I'm overhanging up here. Stick this up under the edge so nobody can see what I'm doing. All right, now I'm going to wrap it carefully, pressing the corners around. Okay. Now here, where the cabinet ends, I'm going to literally take my razor, cut across, and I'm going to wrap it into my cabinetry. Now you can do the inside of your cabinet if you want. I will not be doing that, but you can. I may do it in a different pattern of paper later. Okay. Now I've got to get the bottom piece. Which side do I need? Wall bottom. This is going to be tricky because I have a ledge down here that I have to cut around, and that will be a pain. So I'm not looking forward to it. But for perfect fit, it will be easier to get it with. Okay, all right. So my next project, I've been thinking, I think we should do a contact paper project. And I have some ideas. So I was going to discuss that in a little bit with you guys. Okay, now this is going to be the hardest part because I have to somewhat line up my papers so that they match. And this is going to be a pain and the tushy. Okay. All right, that looks like right about there is my match line. So now I'm going to stick that corner in place. Now I got a lot of overhang down here, and that corner does not want to stick. So we're going to get more adhesive side. And then line it back up. See, that's the problem, is that you always end up having fails, and that was a fail. It should have stuck, and then it would have gone fine. I mean, but you never know. That's part of life. You never know what's going to happen next. But that makes it exciting too, so. Okay. Now this one, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. See, my paper even tore. Let's see if we can blend it in here where we can't tell what I've done. I'm going to take this off and combine the two now. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to cut down here. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm cutting at an angle, like a picture frame angle from where it needs to fold under the cabinet. Okay, now we're going to pull this up a little, and we're going to go ahead and remove this. Hope I don't bunch it again. Oh goodness. Yikes. Double yikes. Okay. Okay. Now I have to work on this funky corner that you really can't see very well. So it goes over and down. So I'm going to have to wrap the paper around it. So now I'm going to pull this paper off. What a pain. Why did I decide to do it like this? This is why I find it so interesting to do projects like this. You never know how it's going to turn out, but sometimes it just amazes you. Sometimes they go amazingly quick. Other times you just wish you never started the project in the first place. I've had projects that I literally cried because they upset me so bad. It's like, I just can't do it. And that's so frustrating to not be able to do it. But we are doing this anyway. We can do this. We are amazing. We can do this. Okay, now I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this part here. So we're going to do it like this. We're going to wrap it that way. And then I think I'm going to slit right up at the corner, wrap side under, and then this piece under. I'm making a huge mess and I'm losing my tools. Ah. Okay. Now I've got to cut down with the razor at the bottom of the floor. Now, this cabinet is not straight by any means. Now, I could have done a horizontal pattern, and honestly, it would look better. It would. But cabinets are not done in horizontal patterns. They always do a vertical pattern on the wood. They always do that. So I was trying to stay with natural looking. Spatula. They have these wonderful lines on contact paper. Tells you exactly where to cut. This little bathroom is getting hot. Okay. So this really won't be noticed much over here. It really won't because of the fact that the door sits there. Another piece. I'm going to cut this one wider. I have a really pretty contact paper. I may put it in the inside because this is just really pretty. I'm fond of it. I don't want to replace any of the hardware or anything right now. I may spray paint the doorknob. That would be cute. I'd like to buy a new one, but I don't think I have anything that will work as of time being. Okay. Next, I'm doing the kick plate in this little section here. So, ooh. So we'll do this little bottom section. And we want a little bit of an overhang so that it sticks well. I'm in no way an expert on any of this stuff. I just make things pretty. I used to spend my summers with my grandmother. And she was an antique restoration artist. She had a beautiful little shop. And I just learned how to be handy dandy on an extreme budget from her. Okay. And now for the bottom panel. And this is all wound wrong. Oh, this bathroom is so tiny. Okay. So, to do the bottom panel, I'm going to need to there. And I'm going to cut a little bit more to be on the safe side. One of the most favorite things, anyway, to do is try to make things look expensive. Most people that compliment my house have no idea that most of the stuff I own came off of her dumpster diving. And there's nothing wrong with dumpster diving, especially if you have a natural knack at it and can turn trash into treasure. There's no sense leaving something to go to a dump and fill in a landfill that could come into a home and have years more of use. I don't like wasting things. Not only for the fact that it's expensive to waste things, but it also is so bad on the environment. And I personally want to leave the world more beautiful than I received it, so that for my children and grandchildren, it will be far more beautiful. Now I'm going to take the razor, and I got to be careful not to cut the other contact paper, but I'm just going to cut through the edge on the corner and then glide it down nice and soft. Just glide it to the floor, and then I'm going to cut across the floor like this. Just sound effects and all. And then I'm going to cut up here. Okay. Now we just double check and triple check this. That looks really good. Now for the last panel. So the last panel is going to go across right here. And it's going to be cut to the right length. Okay. So I made a mark. Where's the mark? Here. Made a mark. Can't feel my leg anymore. No sense in you guys watching paint dry. The one I wanted to use, I couldn't get it to match. It was too gray for the bathroom. So it was like aged wood look, and it was too aged. But I liked the pattern that was on it. It just stunk that it wouldn't fit in with my bathroom. Okay, now I gotta get it lined up. Okay. Oop. Oop. Yeah, I'm thinking later I will put some kind of a motif, like a wood applique right up here. Maybe of a I might put a duck or a floral one. Okay. I have totally lost all feeling in my leg. All right. I'll contact paper the interior later. All right, so now let's move on to the door. No sense in you guys watching paint dry. I'm going to simply reuse the handle. I've sanded it and it doesn't look great, but I spray painted it, so it'll get us by. Watching the paint dry, waiting, waiting, waiting. Second coat. Okay, so I decided to contact the interior too. Everything except the back, which is literally the tile in the bathroom. So basically, I'm just sitting here waiting for paint to dry. It's very annoying. I'm waiting for the door to finish so I can put it back together and clean up my bathroom, clean up this mess. Okay, let me step in the shower so you can see this. This is how it turned out. Isn't that amazing? It's not bad. I wouldn't like the pattern to line up better. I'll figure out how to blend that with a art pencil or something. But that is 100 times better than the old white nasty looking thing. So, and I even put my little ducky on there. He's been in the cabinet for quite a while waiting to be hung. It's finally done. Okay, so my next project is going to be a countertop in the utility rooms. I'm going to be covering it with contact paper. I just got to go and pick up the contact paper. Hopefully Walmart will have it in stock and I won't have to order it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit like so I know that you enjoyed it, and I'll keep doing content like this. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. So here it is finished. Looks much nicer. I think I'm going to try to figure out what I did with my wallpaper that I used in here and put on there, because the ducks would be very pretty carried on onto that. I put my pretty little toilet paper holder there. And it doesn't blend well, but I'm going to order a permanent marker in brown, and I'll be able to blend that a little better and it won't be as noticeable. So, there you go. It's done. My upcoming project that I told everybody I'd tell you about, I have decided I'm going to recover the countertop in my utility room where I fold my laundry. It's white speckled, or white with gold speckles, and it's just terrible. It's terrible. I hate it. So I'm going to do that, and I'm wanting to know if you guys might like to see me show you how to contact paper a washer and dryer set into a decorative. So let me know in the comments. If you liked this, please like so I know to do more like this. And I would love if you'd subscribe. It would help me out a lot. I'll talk to you guys later, and you guys have a blessed day.